World of breathtaking mysteries and tricky puzzles, unknown creatures and unexpected friends, dangerous surroundings and powerful enemies. Welcome to my channel, and today we dive into the wonderful universe of Little Nightmares. I have Steam version of the game with Xbox controller. Before we start, let's check the settings. Looks fine to me, we're good to go. So let's start the new game. It starts with a short cinematic video. A figure of a person appears in the dark. It looks like a woman with a Japanese style hair, but what is she gonna do? It looks like a screamer coming up. She turns and looks at us. The intro with creepy woman is a dream. I wake up and the game begins. Controls seem to be intuitive and easy to figure out. You can use a match, you can use jump. There is an icon popping up when I lead the lantern, must be the checkpoint safe. I open a hatch and use a crawl to walk through. Let's see what's inside. Now we are on the other side of the hatch and there's a big stairway. I climb the stairs and enter a dark room. There's a statue in the corner, let me try to grab it. Oops, looks like I broke it. Now I can use this small gap under the door to reach the next room. The chair is hanging off the ceiling and the roof is leaking. An eye is looking through the peephole. I shouldn't let him see me. I use the suitcase to climb the bed and proceed to the next area. After landing on a mattress, we can spot a hangman and a chair under his feet. I move this chair closer to the door handle so I could open it. Now I can jump and unlock the door. I pass the huge spinning fence and see the fridge. Character seems to struggle but still can open the door. In the end of the room, I can spot a tiny hole. Let's try to go through and see what's inside. I end up in a small room with a lantern and a creature in a cone hat. It seems to be harmless. I search for anything useful and decide to go back to the fridge. You can use the refrigerator's shelves as stairs and climb to the wooden roof. A black worm falls from the ceiling. I jump over the gap in the floor to escape it. If you fall into the gap, most likely you will end up in the small room that we've checked before. I try to turn the valve, but nothing happens. There are more worms falling from the ceiling. We can open the door after turning the lever. Worms on the pipe over my head choose not to attack me. I can remove a wooden plank to pass further. Gnome in a cone hat is afraid of me and runs away. I try to reach him, but floor breaks and I fall down. Now I'm in a black puddle that looks like an oil spill. I try to get out and black worms surround me. I am breaking through and lean on the door to open it. In the next room there is a wooden bridge hanging over some steam clouds. I jump over the broken bridge and find the way to climb on the second floor. After wandering in the dark, I spot a lever. When I try to rotate it, the door on the opposite side is opening. I want to reach it, but as I release the lever, the door starts to close. I have to jump to short the distance and run through before it's locked again. Now I am in a room with a spinning fan and a light bulb. I open a hatch and meet another scared gnome. He runs towards the hole in the wall and disappears. I follow him and see a terrifying bandaged creature carrying a cage with his long hands. Seems like I don't have any other choice but climb the rope and follow him. Now I'm in the kitchen. The way to the next room is under voltage. I close the door and see a lever. I grab the box with towels to help me switch it. Now electricity is off and you can hear the timer ticking. I can pass the grid and run further. As soon as I pass it, timer is over and electricity switches on again. I run through the room with several doors. Suddenly an eye spots me in the dark. I could hide in the shadow before it kills me. There are other victims of this eye. They were not lucky enough to hide in time. I use surroundings to hide from its sight and run when it's not looking. I climb up the cages. After passing the hall with multiple doors, I reach the room with the bed. There is a picture of an eye on the wall and other drawings scattered on the floor. In the corner I find another statue, throw it and return to the other side of the hall. When I enter the room, door closes and I hear a scream. The bandaged creature appears. I hide under the bed. He stops for a second as he seems to smell my scent. Pulse is raising. Luckily, the creature decided to leave the room, so I start to crawl away. I climb up using the cages and shelves and go through the tunnel. Suddenly my character stops holding the belly. It's starving. There's a child sitting in the room that looks like a pantry behind the ceiling. He decided to share his piece of meat with us. Light starts to blink. I finish eating and climb through the hole in the ceiling. I see the rope, but it's too far for me to reach it. There is another electrified grid. I find my way through the cages and climb the chain. There are two levers. When I activate the first one, chain pulls the cages up. Second lever enables the mechanism to move the chain horizontally. I switch the lever to shorten the distance to me and change the direction to see what's on the other side. There is another grid under high voltage and a lever. I try to open the lockers to help me reach the lever. Now I can climb and switch it. Electricity is off and now I'm in total darkness, so I can pass the grid. There is a weight tightened to the rope. Seems like it's the same rope we've seen on the lower level. I find another lantern. There is another gnome locked up in the cell. I try to open it. The creature is free. I push the cargo box from the edge, and the other side of the rope pulls up. I grab the rope and descend back to lower level. Black worms follow me. I was not careful enough this time, and one of them jumps on me and chokes to death. I start from the checkpoint and pass the worms on my second try. After passing the ceiling, I am in the room with an eye guarding the path. I can hide behind the boxes and use the moving clean it card to escape. When I step on the bridge, it starts to close, so I have to hurry to get to the other side in time. I climb the metal box and jump to the other side. Gate closes immediately after I enter the room. Two gnomes are hanging out near the exit. I climb the stairs and enter the room. Gnome runs out from under the table. I open a big cupboard, but I cannot find a way to enter the next room through it. I try to use the locker to climb up, but it doesn't work. I climb the stairs further. There's a door with a valve lock. I cannot enter. I see the light out of the window and use a box to crawl through it. Two gnomes spot me again and run away. Are these the same creatures I've met before? And they try to lead me somewhere? I drag the suitcase to reach the lever, as we've done many times before. I open the secret entrance and check what's inside the next room. There is a key lock, so now I need to find a key for it. When I press the lever, the bed unfolds, letting me climb the lockers. When I start climbing, I can see the key on the table to the left. Now I can throw it down and use to open the lock. Clockwork monkey toy is laying on the ground. I throw it on the button. Elevator descends and opens the door. I am inside the elevator and I can press the button to control it again. Door opens and I see the rat. Character looks hungry again. Heart pulse lowers. I follow the rat. Maybe I can catch it and eat. There is an unlocked cage with a piece of meat inside. This should help me. Long hand reaches from the dark and traps me in the cage. I wake up in another room from a scratching metal noise of the creature carrying the cage with its victim inside. I try to push the cage, it's moving slowly to the edge and finally falls down. The cage is broken and I can escape. I find a lantern but cannot get back to the stairs, distance is too big for me to jump. I drag a cage with the prisoner towards the handle so I can activate it. Gate opens. I rock back and forth and finally jump to the opened gate. The next door is locked tightly, but I can use the gate to climb up to the hole in the roof. I lit up the handle near the guillotine, and without spotting anything useful, lead to the next area. I encounter the monster again. He looks busy. This is a chance to stay unnoticed. This maniac picks up a body of a child. He's going to wrap him with bandages. I will start to crawl slowly. Suddenly he smelled my scent. I try to run and find a place to hide. I find a broken mechanism. No way to go further. I walk around the pole and turn back hoping I can escape. It looks like he's fallen behind. I start to crawl. Oh god, seems like he's found me again. I try to run towards the back door. There is no way out. It's over, I am trapped. Starting from the checkpoint, I think I know what to do now. I proceed to the room and go back immediately. Now the monster is disoriented. I can continue safely. Grab a handle and insert it in the mechanism. I start to turn it. The hatch is opening. The monster realizes that I am here and he tries to catch me. I run towards the open hatch and jump inside. This hatch is an entrance to the long system of tunnels. But no signs of any survivors. I found my way out of the hatch and landed on a suitcase. A sea of shoes is around me. I jump in and it's quite deep, only my head sticks out. Shoes start to scatter around and something is following me. I climb another suitcase and jump as far as I can to reach the next safe spot. The creature is still keeping up. Few more steps to go and I am safe. Monster is just few meters away from me. I could make it in time. As soon as I enter the corridor, our old friend appears behind me. I accelerate as fast as I can, don't see any way to hide here. He's approaching me, but I reach the elevator. Cannot close it, no time and nothing around to activate the button. Cannot climb the door either, the only place I can hide in is in the box. Creature follows me and starts the elevator. He cannot track me, now it's clear that he is totally blind. He's using his hands to probe the surroundings, getting closer and closer to me. Luckily, still cannot feel the smell. Frightened gnome leaves his hideout and starts running around distracting the beast. Elevator door is opening and they both head to the exit. I found the clockwork monkey again. Seems useless now. All doors are locked. One plank on the ground is not laying straight. I push the box away. Yes, the plank is not fixed. And now I can sneak under the floor. Our friend is still wandering around. As he enters the back room, I can climb up without being spotted. He can only smell or hear us. Now I have an idea how to use Clockwork Monkey. It can help us to make some noise and distract him. I throw the monkey and it turns on. The monster follows the sound immediately. I crawl to the back room and start running to the drawers. Now he can smell me, but I'm already too far, out of his reach. I push the box to clear my way. When I arrive to the next room, our guy is already hanging around. How can he be so fast? He knows all the ways and never leaves me alone. I push the door, but it falls down and drops the watches too. The monster follows immediately. I see the elevator but need to use something to activate the button. Luckily our guy is clumsy and scattered some shoes around. I grab one shoe and throw it at the button. Unfortunately it's not the elevator, just a door. I need to run for my life now. Lot of watches in this hall, maybe I can drop one of them for distraction? Don't want to try my luck with it. The open door looks like a safer option. I open it and enter a library with tall piles of books. Climb one of the piles and notice a hanging piano. Bookshelves will help me to reach it. I jump on the piano to get to the other side and start climbing the bookshelves. Bandaged guy is around again. He's always one step ahead. I wait for him to leave and continue. There is a mechanism, but no handle this time. I need to look around for it. I'm in the library. Need to climb up to hide away from the monster. Should be careful with the obstacles. He can find me if I drop anything. I decide to grab one toy block and throw it for distraction. I jump off the shelf and climb another pile of books. It's an entrance to the next room. I see the TV and missing handle. After looking around, cannot find anything else useful for me. I switch on the TV. Maybe our friend can hear it and open the door for us? TV show is really crazy. No wonder why they're all insane here. Grab the handle and hide near the suitcase. The plan worked. Monster opened the door and stopped to listen to the show. I am safe to go now. I am heading back to use the handle. Now mechanism is fixed. I can use it to pull the piano up. Noise attracts the monster. We don't have much time. Now I can cross. He doesn't follow me. Probably he knows where I'm heading already. I find a trolley and use it to block the leaking pipe to secure my passage. I pull it further and jump on a handle to open it. I was too hasty and didn't check what's inside the room before releasing the handle. Now I am falling into the abyss. On my second try, I just wait for the door to open fully and I'm good to go. I enter a hatch and run through the tunnel. I try to pass this section quickly, but monster reaches his hand through the hole in the wall and grabs me. Now I have to try again. This time I stop before he sticks his hand inside. Now I just need to find the right moment. This looks like a good timing. I should be safe to go. As soon as I leave the tunnel, monster slams the door out and follows me. The gate in front of me is closing, but there is still a small gap because the cage is stuck. I can go through this gap. He doesn't give up, trying to reach me with his long hands. I climb the highest point, but it still doesn't feel safe. I cannot notice any way out. Should I try to break the cage? I jump towards the cage and try to pull out some parts. It worked, but not enough. Monster starts to search for me near the cage. Climb up again. He couldn't find anything and starts to search the room. I repeat the action. The cage is broken and the gate is closed. Cuts his hands off. He is not a threat anymore. He is full of pain. I can hear screaming. Hatch is opened, so I can finally escape. We have defeated the first boss, but much more crazy things are waiting for us. Thank you for watching. In the next part we will continue our journey in the exciting world of Little Nightmares.